Hey, everybody. If you're listening to this, then you're listening to David Talks. David Talks is a short podcast where I, David, talk to you, the listener, about what's ever on my mind. And what's on my mind is UFC Fight Night number 92. That's right, I'm going to give you some of my predictions and what I think will happen. But I know one thing that's going to happen is that I am going to butcher some of these guys' names. And I can't help it because that's just who I am, and I'm never going to learn. So let's get it started. UFC Fight Night number 92 from Salt Lake City, Utah. Okay, so probably the first fight on the card, we got a guy named Chase Sherman, who goes by the nickname The Vanilla Gorilla, versus Justin Ledet. I got to go with I'm looking at here on UFCwebsite.com, and they have every person standing side by side. So if I don't know a little bit about him, I'm going to just go by look. And I'm going to go with Vanilla Gorilla here, Chase Sherman. I think he win probably by maybe second round TKO. So I'm going with the Vanilla Gorilla, Mr. Chase Sherman. And these are the early fights on Fight Pass. And next up we got Cub Swanson versus Tatsui Kiwajara. I know I probably butchered it, or I'll just call him the Crusher. So I'm going to go Cub Swanson here. I know he's been around a while and he's a good veteran. So, and he's ranked number 5, and the other guy's ranked number 14. And I think Cub Swanson's going to win this one. I can see this going to a decision. Probably a split, but I'll say a split. Why not, right? You only live once. Split decision, Cub Swanson. Okay, next up we got the fights on Fox Sports 1, the preliminaries, whatever. You know what I mean. Okay, so we got, looks like Horatio Gutierrez versus Teruto Ishihara. And with this one, I'm going Ishihara. Why not? I'll say by first round TKO. Yeah, that's what I'm going with. Okay, next fight, we got a guy named David Tamar versus Jason Novelli. The guy's nickname is Pepsi, which is I don't know. I'm going with David because that's my name. So I got it. You can't go against your own name in any kind of fight. So David Tamar, split decision. Okay, here we go. We got some big boys in this fight. We got Victor Pesta versus Marcin Tybura. Ooh, it's these guys. These are some big gentlemen here that are going to be fighting. I'm going to Victor. Probably, I'll do KO round number 1. That's what I'm going to do. KO round number 1. And moving on to the main event for the prelims is we got Court McGee versus Dominic Steele. Okay, this fight should be a great one. I don't think it's going to get out of the first round. I'm hoping Court McGee wins by TKO, so that's what I'm going to go with, even though you're fighting a guy whose nickname is Nonstop Action Packed Dom T. But I'm not going with Mr. Steele. I'm going with Mr. McGee. First round TKO. I'm getting a lot of finishes here, it seems like. Okay, moving on to the main card on Fox Sports 1. This all takes place Saturday the 6th. Okay, we got a female fight. The only female fight on the card is Marnia Moraz versus Danielle Taylor. Got to go with the ranked fighter, Moraz, because I'm probably butchering these names, so, don't hate the messenger, hate me, the messenger. I'm going her by submission second round. Get a little sub in there for the people that like the grappling aspect of mixed martial arts. Okay, next up we got Trevor Smith versus Joe Gigliotti. I'm going with the upset here with Joey G, or Capo as his nickname is. I'm going him with the upset. I know Trevor Smith, a.k.a. Hot Sauce, has been around a little while. He's fought 13 total fights, lost 6 times. The other guy is 7-0. But I'm going Joe G with a upset. Probably, maybe, I'll do a split decision on that one. Yeah. Okay, next up we got Zach Cummings versus Santiago Binzibio. Whatever. I'm going Santiago by second round KO. He's going to knock his head off is what I'm going to go with here. Yeah. Okay. Next up, we got Ledet versus Chris Camozzi. This is another one. I'm going to go with Camozzi on this. I know this is a little bit of an upset because Thal is rated number 12 fighter in the division. But I'm going with Camozzi. I think he can surprise a lot of people. I think this is going to go decision. I think it's going to be a split, and I hope they give it to Mr. Chris Camozzi. Next up, the co-main event is Dennis Bermudez versus Ronnie Jason. Dennis Bermudez ranked number 8 in the division, and I think he's going to take it. I think this will be a good fight. I think it'll be a stand-up fight, and I think it'll be a TKO round 3 is what my gut is telling me for Mr. Dennis Bermudez. Dennis the Menace Bermudez, more like it. So, round 3 TKO. And in the main event for UFC Fight Night 92, we got Yair Rodriguez versus Alex Caceres, or Bruce Leroy, as he's known to the fans, which I am a fan of Bruce Leroy, and that's who I'm taking in this fight is Mr. Bruce Leroy. This is going to be a 5-round fight, so I really don't know which way it's going to go, but I'm thinking maybe submission round 4 is my gut. So there you go. You've listened to me give my predictions on what I think is going to happen on UFC Fight Night 92. So I want to say thank you for listening to David Talks, which is a short podcast where I, David, talk to you, the listener, about what's ever on my mind. And what was on my mind was me giving my predictions for UFC Fight Night number 92. So thank you for listening, and I'll catch you later.